Some new laws passed by the New Mexico legislature went into effect on July 1st. The new laws include stiffer sentencing guidelines for repeat DWI convictions, beefed up campaign finance reporting, and a new public emergency response alert system for developmentally disabled people. And Sophie, let's look at that DWI law. Clearly, we've got a lot of problems here, and we have historically with DWI, but we've been getting better at this a little bit. What do you make of this one? Is this going to do anything markedly different for us here?
I think it's going to do a couple of things, and thinking first of now it's a second-degree felony if you're arrested 8 or more times for DWI. And there's a mandatory minimum sentence of 10 years instead of 2.
Right.
So we will be putting more people, maybe not more people, well, probably for a longer time, putting them away for a longer time. We don't have the greatest resources in terms of being able to, manage our prison populations already.
Right.
And we are still not addressing what I think the public actually cares about the most, which is trying to keep people from driving while intoxicated in the first place. It's one thing to say, okay, well, you get to number 8, we're going to cut you off forever, or at least for 10 years. But it's another thing to say, how are we addressing this in our community so that people don't get to 8 years, so that their families aren't disrupted for a full 10 years?
By the way, it's 12 years, actually.
Thank you.
Yes.
But 10 years if you, correct.
But that's just, to me, that's fundamentally wrong. What about after 4? Why are we going to wait? Who knows what's going to happen between 4 and 8? Why? I think we just need to be tougher early on.
Well, that raises questions about what are we doing in between 1 and 8 or 1 and 4, as you've proposed. Our behavioral health system is a shambles. We have problems with joblessness. We have problems with all sorts of things.
Regrettably, I'm going to swing around to a couple other ones. We'll come back to that probably in some coming weeks. We're going to talk about that one too. Campaign finance. We've got some movement on campaign finance laws. What do you think about what we've got on the books now?
We're getting there.
Okay.
For me, having worked in the field that I worked in, I keep thinking, why is this taking so long? It doesn't take this long to develop a system that actually allows you to do some analysis. But you're going to get part of it. You'll be able to download a little bit more. You'll be able to do a little bit of research, but you're not going to get the whole thing for another year.
That's right. And it's also about lobbyist reporting. It seems pretty basic stuff. Like, how come we haven't been doing this all the way along?
Well, and this is the frustration is, as the legislature said, you will do this, but then the systems to report it that were developed were just horrible. And so there is a great effort, and I give a lot of credit to the current Secretary of State to go back and actually make sure that the IT systems are going to do what it says
that's right.
we want it to do.
Thank you for bringing that up. Exactly right. Tom Garrity, there's another one here. I'm looking at my list that I'm going to just throw to you. Simple 4-letter word, beer.
Beer.
Interesting. How did this happen?
I don't know. I'm a little upset by it too. Here's the reason why.
Okay.
Part of the thrill of going to a craft brewery is going to a craft brewery.
True.
If you go into Kelly's Liquors or some other place to get a growler of beer, which is what the new law allows, basically, you miss the whole craft beer experience of going to like Bosey Brothers or something like that and just enjoying the surroundings and the conversation. And I feel like people are missing out on that whole craft beer experience. But if it helps small businesses to be successful, then I think that's a good thing.
It's interesting. We have the growler in the public lexicon.
Growler is
growler.
there.
It's a beautiful thing. Internet, we've got some other movement here on drinking water. We're going to contribute $1.8 million to help the federal government fund low-interest loans for local drinking water infrastructure projects. That's interesting because we've been saying at this table for the longest time, we need to start putting money towards more water projects here. And the legislature stepped up a little bit here.
What I like that this was actually an allocation and support and something that a lot of the other legislation that is coming into place doesn't have. I kind of go back to the DWI. It's good that there's some movement, but what we don't have is support for the various DA's offices around the state to do this, the various police departments. And so where are they going to take that? So they're going to use resources that maybe have gone to maybe domestic violence, maybe sexual assault, and move them into that. So the unintended consequence, I think, could be negative because it's basically not supported with funding and the resources needed to implement it.
Let me touch, but now that you've brought that back up again, I meant to ask Sophie this, I apologize, Sophie. But is 12 years, the idea is deterrence. That's the idea here of stiffer sentences. We've had a lot of sentences that you would think would be a deterrent all the way along here on this. Is 12 years going to be the thing that turns the corner on this here?
I'm with Sophie on this.
Yeah.
Really, we should put some resources into prevention.
Yeah.
I don't know that somebody who's really got a problem is going to have the consciousness to realize, oh, this is 12 years.
Or even
versus
realize
2.
it's on the books.
Exactly,
You know?
exactly. So I think resources toward prevention would also, I'm not saying don't do this, but would also be very welcome.
Janice, I'm finished with you. Healthcare, a little bit of movement on healthcare, patient-friendly courts, and the Texas legislation to protect doctors from being sued if they come over the state line and to our consumer-friendly courts over here. What did you make of that decision?
Well, you know, it actually made me a little nervous.
Okay.
And the one thing I don't want to have happen is I don't want there to be fewer doctors in this state.
Yeah.
Is it a good thing to take away any legal remedies for people who have been seen by doctors here? I am not sure that that is a good thing.
Right.
But in the short term, does that mean that they have access to care? That's the good thing.
That's a good way to put
that
it.
is the good part of the law.
Yeah. Sophie, touch on that if you would. You got under a minute, but
Well,
something about
essentially
that.
what's happening with this law is that if you are a New Mexican who sees a Texas doctor and are injured by that doctor,
Right.
you go to Texas, which is not to file your suit, which is not a particularly friendly place to go. Texans themselves, very friendly people. Their attitude towards medical malpractice, not so great. And so New Mexicans have greater protections than Texans do. It creates, I think, this sort of impossible situation for patients who are harmed by their doctors. Do I worry that my Texas doctor will harm me and therefore not go see them?
Right.
Do I take the risk and hope that nothing bad happens? Well, hope that nothing bad happens. Do I see a New Mexico doctor potentially waiting longer time, as we've discussed with Janice in the past, but potentially waiting longer or maybe not getting in, but knowing that I will have those protections? I think it puts somebody potentially who's already in a difficult situation, an even more difficult situation.
Interesting.
But the
there.
reality
Please.
is if you are in southeastern New Mexico, you go to Lubbock for your medical care.
Right.
And that's just a fact.
That's
and
right.
So making sure that it's accessible, I think, is important.
That's right. There you go. That's all the time we have. Thanks for being here this week. Good stuff.